Hey everybody, it's Charlie from DM Sound, and today we've got the sound system demo on the 2024 Chevy Trax and its 6-speaker upgraded audio system. This is going to be an in-depth review. We're going to take a look at how the infotainment system works, take a look at audio inputs, adjustments, and controls. We're going to look at speaker locations, and then we're going to head out on the road and listen to these sample tracks while we're rolling, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end. Now, if you don't care about any of that stuff at the beginning and you just want to hear the music, click ahead in the video because we've got chapters to get you right to the tunes. And if you want to hear even more on this system and hang out with me a little bit longer, sign up to become a Daily Motor member. I'm going to be recording a members-only sound test on this one so we can listen to some member-requested tracks and get some more ideas of the system. And before we get started, let's hop out and take a look at it. A little bit dirty here, but the all-new and pretty darn cool-looking Chevy Trax. Entirely new for 2024, coming in a few different trim levels. This is kind of tied for the top-level trim. This is the 2RS. I think the Active is the same price as well, but giving you a little bit different appearance and feature content. I do like driving this around at the price point, so if you do want to see more, check the link in the description. We've got a highway fuel economy test, that members-only sound test I mentioned, a full review, and a full in-depth review of this infotainment system. I'll link it all below. Now, we always do these tests with lossless, uncompressed WAV files on a USB stick plugged directly into the system, and high-quality Roland binaural microphones in both of my ears, giving you the most realistic audio system demo on YouTube. We also did the test with the sound settings set to their factory defaults, so let's take a look at those now. The larger 11-inch infotainment screen here in the 2RS model, looking good, working well. We're in the media screen currently, so we're going to go over here to the sound settings icon, or audio settings, and we click sound. And you're greeted with adjustments for bass, mid-range, and treble. Let's go through those. Amount of adjustability there, and fairly easy to adjust even when you're on the go. Below that, you have adjustments for front, rear, left, right, fader, and balance, and that is it for audio adjustments here in the Trax. For audio controls, you've got this nice volume knob up here, although I will say both the screen and the knob are too far away. If I'm sitting here driving, I have to lean way forward in my seat in order to grab it, so that's frustrating. But fortunately, you do have volume adjustments on the back right side of the steering wheel. For track selections, no physical controls up here. You got to do it all through the touch screen. So say if I were somewhere else in the screen, maybe had my Apple CarPlay or Android Auto up, and my passenger wanted to change the radio station, they'd have to click away and select it from there. The driver has a physical control on the back left side of the steering wheel here. For audio inputs in the Trax, you have your standard AM and FM. Do we have support for HD radio? That's something I'm trying to check here these days. Does not look like we've got HD radio support. I'll confirm that. If I'm wrong, I'll put it here below, but doesn't look like any HD radio. We've also got Sirius XM support built into this one. Bluetooth audio streaming support for wired and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto through the USB-A or USB-C data ports down there. And that is it. So what does that mean you're missing? Well, we don't have any sort of streaming services built in. No Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music, Amazon, anything like that. And like I said, no HD radio and no 3.5mm auxiliary input jack. Speaker locations. As I said, this is the 6-speaker system. Starting in the bottom left, you've got kind of a woofery mid-ranger there, 1, tweeter up top, 2, 3, 4 on the other side, and then in the back, you're getting 5 and 6. Now, if this were just the 4-speaker system, we'd do without those tweeters up there. All right, I'm going to get this stuff put away. We're going to head out on the highway. listening to our test tracks here at loud volumes, I've actually been really impressed with this system's ability to recreate these tracks and this music and not fall on its face. I'm not getting a large amount of distortion. I'm not hearing weird elements of the music. Yeah, it's not super impressive. I'm not getting a lot of power to the chest, but hey, I'm able to listen to it and hear the right sounds and not have the system fall apart. So that's pretty impressive for a sound system at this price point. Speaking of falling apart, for this next track, we'll turn the bass all the way up. I'm not expecting any miracles, but let's see what happens. Okay, there's our floppage. That's not great, but I wasn't really expecting it to be great either. My thoughts on the 6-speaker system here in the Chevy Trax. You know what? I've heard the 4-speaker in here, and then hearing this 6-speaker. For a car at this price point, this is really a competent system. And I've noticed a trend with Chevy, because we own a Chevy Bolt with the 6-speaker system. I've driven the Chevy Colorado with the base 6-speaker system, and then this with the 6. Chevy makes pretty darn good basic sound systems. I know the 4-speaker in here is not quite as good. That's going to be a very solid D-tier system. But I'm going to give this a C. It really is. And because the reason behind that is twofold. One, a C system should sound fine. It should sound inoffensive for most of your music. You should be able to listen to your favorite songs. And yeah, you're not going to be wowed, but you're also not going to want to turn it off. You're going to be okay listening to all your music. And this checks that box. Second of all, when we're talking the price point, you're getting this for around $26,000, $27,000, destination, all that good stuff. I have heard plenty of cars that cost a good bit more than this that sound worse. That Subaru Crosstrek we just had, perfect example. So yeah, coming in at a C tier rating for the 6-speaker system, and then D for the 4-speaker. So thank you all so much for watching. If you do want to see more on the Chevy Trax, that theme of kind of punching above its weight class and price point is definitely echoed throughout the car. So check the link in the description for our videos, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from DM Sound, and as always, drive on.